Let's speak now to Dr. Gugulethu Mazibuko, a University of KwaZulu-Natal cultural expert. And Doctor, given the factionalism that remains within the Zulu royal family and the contestation around the throne, there were even warnings that there could be something serious happening today. And we saw a lot of police officers there, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi even thanking the minister, Becky Ele, saying, thank you, because things could have been different. So what's the number one priority today to protect King Misuzulu, kaZwelithini?
It was, thank you, Francis, and viewers. Thank you very much for having me. Yes, it was very important for the king as well as the nation to be safe. But as the king has already mentioned in his speech, that he thanked the Minister of Police that by the presence of police as well as security, but not that they feared anything, but just for the protection of the entire ceremony so that it goes well.
And of course, within the royal house, supporters of another contender to the throne, the late king's first son, Prince Simakade, wanted him to lead the ceremony. He wasn't there today, but maybe he was alluded to. The king said some are going to be in hospital because of the support the maidens gave him. Was that a swipe at his brother, do you think?
Can you come again?
At one point, the king said some are even going to, he said to the maidens, some are even going to be in hospital because of the incredible support that you have given me. Could he have been suggesting that at least one of his brothers would be so jealous because, of course, they are contenders, and Prince Simakade, some wanted him to preside over the ceremony. So was it a swipe at the prince?
No, I think we are getting to know the king. There are times in his speech when he is serious, but at times the king just loosen it up and make very mild jokes. So I wouldn't take it as something that he was serious about, but yes, he was just joking about it because everything went so well.
And because it went so well, does that help to cement his position as king?
His position as king was cemented the night when his name was pronounced as the heir to the throne. So there is nothing that he is not sure about it, because mostly AmaZulu are not the people that will talk about things, but you see how they support, how they come in numbers, then you see that there is support, that they affirm that, yes, this is our king. So the numbers that you have witnessed today, they tell a lot that this is our king. Even the first leg of the reed dance ceremony at Ematobeni, you've seen that the attendance was very good and it exceeded the number that was expected in that reed dance.
And do you agree, in his speech, he really wanted to focus on the maidens, and he spoke about gender-based violence as well. So important to raise the issues that could affect them as well.
Yeah, I think the king's speech was the most powerful speech I have heard this year, because the king, he talked to the social ills, things that affect the communities, the gender-based violence. And I was very much touched by the king's move that he has already started with some people in developing this Iris app he talked about to address the issue of gender-based violence. And I said, yes, we are in technology times, and the king is technologically inclined. So when he talks about the app, then one could see that the king is addressing the issues of gender-based violence, femicide, and all other social ills in our nation and communities.
Was it interesting to you that he sent condolences to the British?
Yes, that was good. That was very important because he's the king of the nation, and let alone the history of AmaZulu and British. But the good thing is that as the head of the nation, he sent the condolences to the British royal family for the passing away of Queen Elizabeth II. That was a good gesture on his part as the king of AmaZulu.
Doctor, before we let you go, for the uninitiated, how important is this ceremony? Give us a taste of the significance and the importance on the Zulu traditional calendar.
The reed dance.
Yes.
Oh, where do I start? But one thing I can say, this ceremony is the one that lays a good foundation for good families amongst AmaZulu, because it teaches purity, abstinence, and girls, maidens to remain virgins, and that will make good wives, that will make good, healthy families, that will form a good nation and the kingdom. Therefore, it's very important that this ceremony is kept and is supported, and it doesn't die because it builds the nation, and the reed dance ceremony is the climax of all the activities that takes place in regions and in the Amakosi, in districts, because that's when girls are being taught, are being educated by the mothers that you saw accompanying girls, those mothers that are called onomehlo. So they make sure that they take good care of the girls, because they are also workshopped on how to educate girls. So there is no other way that can help in decreasing the number of teenage pregnancies, the number of young people who are HIV positive, because as it teaches abstinence and remaining virgins and purity, it lessens the number of teenage pregnancies as well as HIV and AIDS HIV positive young people. So we wouldn't like this ceremony to end, because there is a lot of change that it makes in our communities.
Doctor, thank you so much for that. Dr. Gugulethu Mazibuko, University of KwaZulu-Natal cultural expert.